Water temperature 35 degrees Celsius, miles of fine sand, a party atmosphere, a perfect setting for love. Welcome to the Dominican Republic, on the beach at Boca Chica, one of the hottest on the planet. A beach that is especially appreciated by women. They come from Europe, America, Canada, looking for love. Everything seems to be possible here. The barriers of Western society are abolished. There are no beauty criteria. There are no professional points of reference or problems related to differences of age. In this country, where more than half the population lives below the poverty line, plenty of young men won't hesitate to sell their bodies for a meal or for a night in a hotel. They're called the Sanky Panky, gigolos. Every day they're on the lookout. Their prey, women vacationing alone. There are some beautiful chicks on this beach. Look at that blonde. She's gorgeous. Hi, how are you doing?
Bien. Todo bien. Québec, français ou anglais?
French or English?
Très bon.
French Canadian. I'll see you later. Angel is 25. She's French. She met Jean a year ago, and she's been coming back to see him regularly. This time, she's invited her best friend, Crystal, to come with her. That's lovely. To start with, I'll have that one. But, well, then events took a different turn. Anyway, even in everyday life, as a general rule, a woman looks for love more than a man does. Then it's up to you to know if you want a piece of ass or if you want love. But here, even if you want a piece of ass, the guy will tell you, "Oh, you're beautiful, you're fantastic, my love, my heart." You're not even back on the plane before he's looking for the girl getting off the next one. Angel is a dancer at a nightclub. A year ago, she was depressed in Paris following an unhappy love affair. To get a different perspective, she buys a ticket for Santo Domingo. She meets Jean. It's love at first sight. I fell right away, but it's the context too, the sea, the music. All the music talks about love. They're so attentive. They kiss you all the time. Everything you don't get with a guy in France, in fact. Affection, attention, what her French ex-boyfriend couldn't give her.
On se voyait quand il avait le temps, parce que d'abord, il faut faire la fête avec ses potes, faut travailler, je suis fatiguée.
We saw each other when he had time, because first he's got to see his pals, he's got to work.
Donc peur de fonder une famille, alors qu'ici,
tired, scared of commitment too, and he was 30, scared to start a family.
Et en France, non, les mecs, ils ont peur de s'engager. Je crois que les Français devraient prendre des cours, d'ailleurs.
Whereas here, they're not scared of all of that.
Tous les Européens, tous les euros.
And in the end, for them, being with someone means starting a family, having a child. And no, in France, men are scared of commitment. They know how to do it. Oh, that's obvious. They know how to make a woman fall in love. Yeah, they're great lays. Every evening, Angel leaves her 4-star hotel and her air-conditioned room to spend the night with Jean in his studio. Sexually, you can't compare them with Europeans. They're more randy, they're more liberated. They think of the woman first. Often a guy in France, and excuse me, but I'm going to be a bit coarse, but, well, he thinks of shooting his load and then, so long. Here it's different. Even if a guy comes, he makes sure the woman gets her pleasure too. Yep, it's like this every day. 2 in the afternoon, 10 in the morning. It's always the same. Sensual, sexual, and really gentle at the same time. It's hard to find these 3 qualities in a man. Yeah, sure. 2 or 3 times a day at any time. It doesn't matter, even if he's sick. It's normal. It's not taboo. It's part of the culture here. And having a sexual relationship is perfectly normal. In France, it's taboo. So, Jean, is the sex normal? Every day, 24/24. It's the first time, yeah, that I felt all of that. Next day, back on the beach, Crystal takes her first dip of the day. At the hotel, Angel is waiting for her lover. From the start of their relationship, she is convinced that his feelings for her are sincere.
Moi, il me demande rien, tout simplement.
He never asks for anything.
Il me demande pas, il me demande jamais d'argent.
He never
parce
asks
que
me
les
for
autres,
money.
les entendre, ils sont malades toutes les semaines. La grand-mère.
Others do, of course, but they always come up with some excuse about their family being ill or something. They have to pay the rent, etc. But Jean never asked me for anything.
Jamais. Ni
Never.
pour lui, ni pour sa famille.
So Jean would never ask for anything from Angel? Crystal is not entirely of the same opinion. For a week, she's been observing the young man's little game.
Quel entretien?
Does she keep him? Yeah, of course.
Bien sûr.
Of course.
J'en suis. Elle me le dit pas.
She doesn't tell me, but I'm convinced. I'm no fool.
Mais non, mais bon. Je suis pas dupe, hein.
You know, I mean, I'm not 15 years old. I know what's going on.
Elle paye la location.
She pays the car rental. She pays for their outings. She pays for their meals. I saw him pay just once.
Et encore, elle me dit, oh, ça me fait mal au cœur qu'il paye. Je dis, mais attends, ça va.
Well, listen, I tell her, no, that's just not on.
Le jour où toi, t'auras pas d'argent, tu te casses.
What happens when you run out of money?
Travailler, qu'est-ce qui va te payer, toi? Celui qui va
How
te
are you
payer
gonna
ton
pay?
loyer, qui va te payer ta bouffe. Alors arrête. Elle est inconsciente. Lui, je pense qu'il a un petit peu travaillé au corps, donc elle est pas.
She thinks she's convinced that he loves her. That maybe she'll marry him. Angel is not the only one to let herself be seduced. On Boca Chica, there are many women who succumb to the charms of the Sanky Panky. Giovanna is Italian. She's 33. She fell for Edison, who's just turned 18. I dance really well, my love. My teacher says I do. Is this the love of your life?
Muy grande.
Yes, I love him. I love him a lot. I adore him. A story worthy of a fairy tale. Giovanna is a lawyer in Rome. An independent, liberated woman. She comes from an Italian bourgeois family. He was a street urchin. Everything sets them apart. And yet, they're in love. Come and swim, my love. You want to? Come on. Their story started here in Boca Chica 6 months ago. She had arrived from Rome for a week's vacation. Edison approached her on the beach. She went overboard.
Come una persona che quando tu la incontri è come se la conosci da
It
sempre.
was love at first sight, as if I'd always known him.
E la hablava e sì, io stavo
He
attenta. a
talked to
quello
me
che
and
diceva,
I fell
quello che
under his
faceva.
charm.
Però mi pareva che io già lo conoscevo.
Back in Italy, it was impossible to forget her Dominican lover. It's bigger than she is. She has to go back. Edison turned her life upside down.
Todo me gusta.
I
Todo.
love it.
Come
Everything.
esteriore, per me è lindissimo.
Physically, he's fantastic. He's the handsomest of them all. He's the only one in the world. He's my love. He has it all. The way he talks, behaves. I love it when he lives, when he weeps. Edison, it's Edison. We don't need to have intellectual discussions to talk about Marx, about mathematical equations. I just love him. I don't give a hoot whether he studies or not. That's not what love is about. Their meeting was a stroke of luck for Edison. Up until now, life hasn't given him any breaks. Born in a shanty town in Santo Domingo, he spent most of his youth wandering the streets. My mother abandoned me when I was little. I was 4 years old. My father took me to live with him. But I left when I was 6 to come and live on the beach. And my stepmother treated me very badly. I suffered a lot. I really was on the wrong road, and thank God I'm now heading out of it. Thank God, but thank Giovanna too. Just 6 months ago, Edison was living on the beach with a gang of kids. A life of poverty with a single hope. charity from tourists. Now he lives with Giovanna in the apartment she rented.
Sì, questa è la casa.
Yeah, this is our home. It's not very big, but it's big enough for us. The bedroom's over there, and there's the bed where we sleep. Giovanna pays 7,000 pesos per month, equivalent to 200 euros, a pittance for this Italian lawyer. And that's not all. Giovanna pays for everything. Meals, Edison's clothes, outings, and even travel.
Sì.
Yes, I pay because he has lots more problems than I do. You know, until he finds work here or in Italy. You know, we'll see. This is pasta. It's like the pasta in Italy, except it's made here. Come on, let's dance. Let's dance. No, hang on. Just go and watch TV like you always do. At home, Edison plays the macho man. Giovanna is cooking. She also does the cleaning, the washing. In a word, she mothers him. Whereas in Italy, Giovanna is an active, independent woman. Here, she is a woman submissive to a boy who is hardly out of adolescence. I've had lots of relationships with different men, with Italians, with French, Spaniards, and Germans. Are they ready? Yes, for me they're al dente, but for you, I don't know. Here, let me taste. Would you eat them? They're still a bit hard, aren't they? No. I don't like Italian food. I only like the spaghetti that you make. You have to like it, my love, because in Italy, we always eat this. Giovanna is in love. She never feels for a moment that she is keeping Edison. Neither does she have the impression of being in a relationship distorted by money. However, what Edison will never admit to Giovanna is that before her, he knew lots of European women. For the Sanky-Pankys, boys with no money or professional future, having a relationship with a Western woman is a quick and radical way of getting out. In Santo Domingo, this barely disguised prostitution has become a national sport. And here is one of its champions.
Hola.
Michael is 27 and readily accepts his trade as gigolo. He's been living off women for several years.
Tranquilidad. Camino un poquito.
I take a little stroll along the beach just to, you know, check out the atmosphere. I know this beach very well. A stroll along the beach to spot women and to get himself noticed. Where are you from in France? I'm from close to Metz. What's your name? Claudia. So how's your holiday going? Great. His aim is to get a date for this evening, and for that he approaches women, all the women, regardless of their age, their physique, whether they're alone or with somebody. What do you do here? Me? Ooh, you a dancer? No, I don't dance. I'm a whore. I've made a reputation for myself, a name. They say I'm the greatest. Anyway, that's what they say. I don't know. I do this job from necessity, to live. I need to live. You know, the work's really hard. Trying to persuade a woman to sleep with you is always very hard. Hard, but apparently Michael does pretty well. But at Boca Chica, competition is tough. A few yards away, another Sanky-Panky is also at work. Wow, these girls are so beautiful. His name's Chocolate. He's 20 years old. His special trick for pulling the girls is dancing. I make love about 20 times a week. 20 times a week, and most of the time without a condom. And yet AIDS is ravaging the region. After Haiti and the Bahamas, the Dominican Republic is the most infected in the Caribbean. The fact that doesn't bother Angel.
Non, j'en mets plus.
No, I don't use condoms. No, I'm...
Et donc quand tu es pas là, tu lui fais confiance.
À 100%.
I trust him, yeah, I trust him 100%.
I try to think something.
Chocolate has spotted 2 Americans. He goes on the attack.
Excuse me, miss. How are you?
Good. How are you?
What's your name?
Christina.
Kristen. Oh, it's just beautiful, Kristen.
Thank you.
¿Puedo caminar con ustedes?
Could I walk with you?
Ok, vamos.
I don't know.
Tiene los ojos lindos ella para
You have
salir.
lovely eyes. You could be on TV. The opening compliments score a bullseye. Chocolate knows he's onto a winner. We'll see the lovely American again.
Palabras bonitas.
You give them sweet talk like, my love, you know, I'm really thought about it, and I've decided you're the woman I really love. The one who's calling me, you attract me.
Pero entonces están mentiras.
But it's all lies. No, it's not a lie, really. It's something that comes out of us, like I was telling you. It's part of our work, you know.
Pero como te estaría diciendo, es parte de nuestro trabajo, ¿entiendes? No es mentira, es parte de nuestro trabajo. Don Juan.
However, he tells lies all day long.
I'm fine, my sister. I don't know where it is. Claro que.
This time it doesn't work. The young lady is with someone. But the day is only just beginning, and Chocolate isn't worried. On the beach, there's plenty of prey. Serenade, massage and relaxation session, dancing talent. For the Sankey-Panky, anything goes if it works. But Crystal and Angel are clear about it.
Il voit pas les femmes, il voit des dollars.
Oh, you know, they don't see women, they just see the dollar signs. There's a whole load that are being kept.
C'est pour ça qu'ils travaillent
No,
pas.
cash rules here.
Et alors pour eux, donc le pouvoir qu'ils ont, c'est le sexe.
Ouais, le sexe, ouais.
Well, other sex as well, I guess.
Ils jouent beaucoup de ça. Et il y en a beaucoup des Européennes qui disent, mais j'ai jamais
And
connu.
there are lots of Europeans who say, oh, I would never do that, but, you know,
Quand on voit les
when they get
couples,
here.
En général, ils sont pas très bien assortis, donc on comprend très bien qu'il y a échange de bons procédés, quoi. La plupart ici.
Most of them here,
Non, je pense pas, parce qu'ils leur disent tellement
They-
des belles
they seem to
paroles,
fall in
ils
love
les rendent
and-
amoureuses, et puis.
and
puis
afterwards,
après,
then that's when you get asked for money.
On demande la cash.
Jesus regularly gets cash warrants. His job as motorbike taxi driver brings in very little, only about $25 a week. It's because of women that he manages to live. And this morning, he's going to the cyber cafe to mail one of his mistresses, a French woman, Patricia, who's 42 and lives in Marseille. If you're good at love, you can have a lot of money. If you're not good at love, you don't have money. It's easy. Well, it depends how well you can love. Of course, she tells me I'm great. That's why she's always giving me money, because I am great. Sometimes she sends me 5,000 pesos, sometimes 10,000. Not every month. It's more like every 2 or 3 months. That's when she sends me that much. When you need it, you ask her. If I want it, I ask for 45,000, and she sends me 10,000 right away. Earning money without doing anything. It's not bad, is it? Patricia is not his only conquest. Jesus has 2 other women in his life. I've got one in Switzerland, but she's old. She's 52. I like the old ones because they think better than the young ones. The old ones think about life, how to live, and the young ones always think about dancing and messing around. No, I still like the old ones because they think better than the young ones. And I've got another girlfriend. I like her a lot. She's from St. Martin. It's not just for earning money, you know. You see why? But I really like her because she's young and beautiful. It's thanks to the generosity of these ladies that Jesus was able to build his house. He's very proud of this house, and he shows us around with the neighborhood kids. And now you're in my home. That's the living room. That's for the television and radio, and over there's my kitchen. Here it is. That's the bathroom over there, and this is where my nephew stays. That's his room. And there's my room over there, and my nephew's sleeping on the bed. Jesus built his house little by little. He started 3 years ago, and there's still a lot of work to be done. Each woman gave me a little. One of the first gave me 2,000, another one 1,000. I haven't finished yet. I want another woman to give me the rest to finish my house. So Jesus needs to find a fourth woman to finish the work. That's his top priority. At night, while Angel and Jean go wild in the bar to the sound of the reggae tune, the in sound at the moment, Giovanna and Edison are tense. I feel very edgy, very concerned. I'm not at ease. Why? What's happening? Well, nothing really. It's just that I need to leave on Saturday, and I'd love to take Edison with me, but my friend over here, he tells me that it's very difficult to take somebody from here back to Europe or to Italy, even for a short while. I'm very sad. I'm very disappointed. After spending a month with Edison, Giovanna can't bring herself to leave him. She's ready to do everything to take him back to Italy with her, even if it means imposing him on her family. My father, my mother, they know about him, but they don't like him because they're from the old bourgeoisie. They think he's too different from me. The problem is that he's black, and he's poor, and he has no education. But she's not daunted by the obstacles. Her decision is taken. Tomorrow, she's going to try and get a visa for Edison. As long as I'm here, I won't abandon him. I'm proud, It's not right that we should be in this position. The next morning, outside the Italian embassy in Santo Domingo. It's 8:30 in the morning. We got up at 6:30 to get here early. And look, there's already a lot of people. Giovanna and Edison are not the only ones. Around 50 people are waiting outside the embassy to get visas. There are many applicants for exile. The first obstacle for Giovanna, it's impossible to get into the embassy without an appointment. But this young lady is persistent. After a 3-hour wait, she finally manages to talk to an employee. But the answer is still the same. Make an appointment. We'll explain it to you, but you do need an appointment. The authorities realized a long time ago that Dominican gigolos are aiming at marriage and getting out of the country. Via their conquests, they're really trying to get to the European or American El Dorado. Giovanna realizes it will be a tough job. It's a really hard task. It's going to take 3 months to get an appointment. 3 months. But I won't give up. They'll have to listen to me. They're obliged to. This is Italian territory. This is my home. They're obliged to listen to me. It's midday. The embassy is about to close. Giovanna's hopes are dashed. Edison will not be leaving for Italy with her. A little further along in the queue, there's an explosion of joy. One applicant has just got a visa. So where are you going? Where are you going, huh? Elena is over the moon. She's a wedding organizer in Italy. She met Javier 2 years ago. He was a chef in the hotel where she was staying. He is 20, she is 40. After a 4-month struggle, she's succeeded in getting him into Italy. For Giovanna, this provides hope. I'm happy because she got it in 3 months. In 3 months, that gives me hope. In 3 months, it might be possible. I won't have to wait a year. I'm happy. Helena is happy. She doesn't feel she's been manipulated by a gigolo. Am I buying love? Well, I thought about it. I was concerned. But the way things started and developed gradually, I like to look at it as a loan, and when he can, he'll pay me back. So I just want him to be happy for this. And, because in this society, sometimes they don't like women to pay, but he hopes to get a work, and then he'll pay me back. And everything that, he owes me. Well, let's hope, anyway. Back on the beach, Angel has also decided to get married and take Jean back to France. But Crystal is convinced that the love story will end once they get back to Paris.
Là, nous sommes sur une île paradisiaque.
You see, here we're on a paradise.
Toute la journée.
We've got the sun, the sea.
C'est tellement
It's
hors du commun.
it's not the real world.
C'est pas la même façon de vivre.
Back home, it's not the same, huh?
Et qu'elle pense que les mecs tombent aussi amoureux. Elle pense que
She thinks that the guys really fall in love and that they want to get married and live happily ever after back at home.
ils vont perdre tout leur charme parce que ce sera
But
plus
she'll
le
see,
contexte.
they'll lose their charm. It's going to be a different context.
It's
not the same thing.
C'est comme enfermer un oiseau
It's like putting an exotic bird in a
Ça
cage.
marchera pas. Qu'est-ce qu'il va faire là-bas?
It's not going to work. What's he going to do there?
Comme une belle rose quand on cueille,
He'll fade away. A few yards away in the shade of the palm trees, Giovanna and Edison are looking for privacy. Departure time is getting close, but Giovanna isn't giving up. She tries a final call to the embassy to fix an appointment. But there's no answer.
Non risponde.
And this time it's the end. Edison won't be leaving with Giovanna.
Sí, pero yo creo que yo...
I think I can hold out for 2 months, maybe 3.
Un par de meses, a
But
ver lo que se
after that,
puede hacer ya, porque
I'm not sure.
no se puede hacer nada.
For the lovers, time is running out. Back at the apartment, it's time to leave.
Johanna, ¿ya estás lista? Date rápido.
Muy male.
I feel so bad to think that I won't be seeing him again,
Dicono solo per un dia.
not even for a day. I already feel bad. I'm trying to be strong,
Io tratto di essere forte perché sono un
But
pochino
it's hard.
più forte della.
I've already cried all day long, you know.
Ya lo sé che
I think I'm stronger than he is, but I don't know anymore.
él se queda nella casa aquí. In un'altra
Giovanna is
casa,
leaving,
sempre aquí, con
but
ente
she's
di
thought of
famiglia
everything
che si
for
sono
Edison.
suicidato.
He's going to stay in this apartment. He knows people who are like his family, and I'll give him money until he finds a job. So how does that work? Are you going to send him money? No, I've already given it to him. It's all organized. I have a friend who's going to manage Edison's money for him. Well, don't you feel like you're keeping him? Yeah, but I must do it if I'm in love with him and he's poor, because I've got more chances. I help him. You see, so, he can be independent. And more than anything, I want him to be happy and to get out of the situation. That's really what's the most important thing here.
La persona che tiene más possibilità aiuta más. Entonces.
I mean, I can afford it.
Nel sentito di essere indipendente, más che otra cosa. Io lo aiuterò a essere dipendente perché io quiero che él viva felice.
I'm going to help him become independent.
Se nunca, io penso che nunca va a passare perché penso che il nostro amore è muy fuerte.
So I think our love is very strong.
Io lo amo.
And I love him.
Sia felice e può essere
And I want him to be happy.
È la primera cosa.
End of the line for love, the Santo Domingo airport. Separation is near. But Giovanna wants to be strong. She still has hope.
Lo spero mucho. Anch'io ora che vedo tutti questi domenicani che salgono, spero che passa muy temprano.
Yeah, next time it'll be the two of us. I'm sure of it. In a few hours, Giovanna will be on the other side of the Atlantic, thousands of miles from Santo Domingo. She doesn't know when she'll be coming back. This may be the beginning of a long separation.
Ella vuelve.
Well, I have to carry on living and just have to get through it. Next day, back on the beach, and Edison is also back. Giovanna is far away, but the young man's already got his smile back. And somebody to console him, Crystal. And apparently the electricity is flowing between them. But Edison tries to be discreet. Clearly, our camera is disturbing him.
C'est pas l'île de la tentation, mais presque ici. Hein. Et non, il résiste pas.
It's almost like an island of temptation here.
Très très gentiment. Quand il m'a dit que sa copine est partie,
he told me that his girlfriend had left, and he was very nice.
Je vais te consoler, tu veux que je te console?
Well, I'll console you, I told him.
Il a eu un grand sourire qui en disait très long. Et il m'a proposé d'aller dans l'île.
Well, he had a big smile on his face.
Il m'a dit, t'es bonne nageuse? Je lui ai dit oui.
He asked me if I was a good swimmer.
Je lui ai dit, mais pourquoi?
And I said yes, and he said, well, let's swim out to the island.
J'ai une amie.
It's just that I've got too many friends already on this beach, you know, including a girlfriend.
Même amoureux.
So I said, oh, okay, I see.
Ah oui, bien sûr. On est allé jouer dans l'eau, tout ça.
Yeah, we went to play in the water.
Il est juste gêné par le fait que.
I think he's concerned that everybody knows him out here on the beach. They know that, you know, his girlfriend, and he's just a little shy about that.
Edison, ramène-moi mon huile, s'il te plaît.
Edison, bring back my suntan lotion,
C'est à ma sœur.
because it belongs to my sister.